Command has been given. Crank him up.
Let's go. When I say I don't know, I don't know.
Let's go, baby.
Now, the Morning Drive.
Buckle up, everybody.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
It's a game changer.
I listen to you guys every single day on my way to work.
Well, again, I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on the radio.
You guys are amazing.
What are you doing over there?
I'm going to the top.
The Morning Drive with Mike Bagley and Pete Pistone.
To the bat balls.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90, live and on the air for this Friday morning, May 26th, 2023. Mike Bagley here in Del Marvelous, Studio 1D. We've got Pistol Pete Pistone in the Paisan Palace in Chicago. Sammy and Melvin are with us as well. We welcome each and every one of you to this Friday morning, and happy beginning of Memorial Day weekend to you, Triple P.
Good morning, Bagman. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to one and all. Checkered flag in the air for us. Big racing weekend kicking off. And let me channel my inner Bagman by saying, hot damn and hallelujah. It's Memorial Day weekend, my friend.
I know that's right. I know. I cannot believe we're here already.
Me either. I can't either. It's great.
I cannot believe it.
I love it. The official start for me, and I think a lot of people, is summer. Yep. Cannot wait. And weather's getting better here. All the racing and sports we've got. I'm ready to go, pal. Ready to go.
I was out and about yesterday, and I was just, have you ever been driving and you just take a look around, right? You're just looking at stuff, and one of the things that I noticed, I haven't really paid attention to, the trees have leaves on them, and
Yes.
we've gone from twigs to now we have fully, leafed trees, and it was a beautiful day yesterday. Started out a little chilly. Sun, it's 43 degrees out here this morning. We're getting off to a chilly start.
Really?
We're going to go into the 80s, but it was just a beautiful day. And just taking a look around, beautiful blue sky, not a cloud in the sky. It was just one of those beautiful late spring days yesterday. It's fantastic.
It was really nice here yesterday as well. I had to take my mom to a doctor's appointment, and it was a new doctor. And I'm just going to say it wasn't around the corner. So I would say door to door from picking Patsy up to getting her back was 4 hours. All right. So that's a pretty long day, right? I noticed my mother is the play-by-play announcer of the drive when we're going somewhere, when she's in the passenger seat.
What do you mean?
She will read every sign of every establishment from when I put her in the car till I get her out. Oh, Subway. Oh, look. Firestone Tire and Service Center. Oh, Allen Optical. Oh, look. It's a yogurt place. What was that called? TBCY? You mean TCBY? Yeah, they don't have those anymore. So, I don't know. God bless her. But, yeah, she gives you the play-by-play to and from. So in case you need, if Siri shuts down. Oh, sorry. If the map thing shuts down. Oh, see, I got my Siri going here. I always have Patsy to let me know what I'm passing and what's coming up, Baggy.
She's a triptych with legs.
She is. She is a triptych with legs. But anyway, good doctor's appointment. Everything was good with her. Got, like I said, a little golf this afternoon, a nice dinner tonight. We're going to have some barbecuing over the weekend. Now, we should say this, right? I know that's sort of the elephant in the room. We're talking about this nice weather. Maybe some challenges in Charlotte. We're going to think the best down there. I know the Xfinity Series race tomorrow, they backed that up an hour earlier, hopefully to try to beat Mother Nature. So you have a little earlier start there. So our fingers are crossed there. Indianapolis, the weather looks great. Carb day today. Indy 500 looks good on Sunday. So we need Mother Nature to help us out a little here on the NASCAR side of things.
Well, you've mentioned doctor's appointments. And by the way, hopefully that all that plays out. We'll see how that turns out. You mentioned doctor's appointments. Remember, before I left the air yesterday, I told you my PCP's been on me to get the colonoscopy scheduled and been dealing with this for like 8 months. Because when I go to get it scheduled, I'm either not free or they are and I'm not. Well, whatever. When I called, I'm like, hey, Dr. Valencia wants me to get a colonoscopy. It's that time. I'm 53. It's time to do the check.
Right.
And then she goes down a questionnaire and, this is, are you on a blood thinner? Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh. Well, hang on. What does that mean? And she says, well, you'll need to come into the office for a consultation before the colonoscopy. I'm like, okay. Sure. When would you like to do this? So finally,
July 8th?
yesterday was the day. I started this process last fall. So we finally got to yesterday. So I get there early. I went on the website and I printed off the new patient packet, filled all the stuff out, copies of insurance cards and IDs and prescription lists and all this stuff. And it was about a 12-page packet. I thought I was writing a novel. By the way, you know what? I should publish it. Look for it at Barnes & Noble here by the fall. Some Christmas reading. Anyway, walk in to the and nice ladies behind the desk. And I walked in, I'm like, hi, I have a 1 o'clock appointment. Your name, sir? Michael Bagley. Oh, I have you right here, Mr. Bagley. And she reaches up for the clipboard with the packet. And then that's when I had the packet paper clipped with my ID and insurance card already slid under the paper clip. When she went reach for the clipboard, I'm like, no. And I was like, and I gave her the packet. And she's like, Trina, look at this.
Patient of the year right here. Look at him.
And Trina, the other, she's like, oh my God. She's like, you are the first person that has ever come in here with completed paperwork. I'm like, ladies, get some. What do you think about this? Huh?
Well, you did that when you woke up at 11:40.
Leaderboard.
You woke up at 11:45 the other night. Did you tell them that that's when you did it?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. So this is happening at 1:03 p.m. At 1:08 p.m., I get called back into the room.
That's not bad.
I'm in there. I'm sitting there. I'm sitting there. 1:20, 1:30, 1:40.
That's bad.
1:50.
That's ridiculous.
1:58
Unacceptable.
p.m., the doctor comes rolling in. Now, over that whole part of time that I'm sitting there marinating, right? Stewing in those juices.
Literally.
I'm thinking to myself, this is very disrespectful.
Yes.
That if you, and then they have a sign on the door, please be patient. Our doctor's here to provide the utmost care and spends time with the patient, something like that. Well, my thing is that, okay, well, if you're going to basically have like a press conference with every patient, then space out your scheduling to where I don't need to be sitting in my room while he's got two stacked up in front of me. They're booking him too tight and he gets jammed up. Because you always get that one that's got issues that need to be addressed.
It's like our tee times at golf courses. You know what I mean? It's like they got the 8-minute tee times. Make it 10 or 12 people.
Exactly.
Make them 14, put a little
Exactly.
extra time while they're trying. It's cash grabs, what it is.
Yeah, it's a cash
Trying to get
grab.
as much money as possible.
They do them at
Sure.
doctor's offices too, for crying out loud.
Exactly right. Everyone's grabbing that cash.
So at 1:59, he walks in. Mr. Bagley, Dr. Blank, how are you? Good to see you, doctor. Glad to be here. Why are you here? I was told to be here because we have to have the consult because I'm on a blood thinner and I need a colonoscopy. Well, why are you on a blood thinner? And I had to tell him the story. And then he's like, oh, really? And then we have a conversation about that. That conversation lasted about 3 minutes. He is now typing in the computer and he says, okay, so what we need to do is we need cardiac outreach. Wait, what? Who is your cardiologist? Dr. Qureshi. All right, we need to do cardiac outreach and we'll get you scheduled. That's it. 4 minutes. 4 minutes.
50 minutes
I waited
for 4.
an hour for 4 minutes. 4. We could have done this over the phone.
Exactly.
Hell, we could have done this in a phone call. We could have done this in email.
Yeah. A text.
Stop taking your blood thinner 48 hours before the colonoscopy.
Okay, thank
We
you.
got to reach out to the doctor. We'll be back in touch.
Have a good day.
So now I'm thinking that, well, we're going to go in, we're going to schedule this thing, and we're going to do all we need to do to get this thing. Oh, no. We can't schedule it till we hear back from the cardiologist. Well, I got news for you. He's so busy, I'll be waiting for this thing at Christmas. So we're waiting to hear back from the doctor about, the stopping of the blood thinner. And then once we get that back, then we can schedule, then we wait for the procedure. That's the biggest damn waste of time I've ever been involved in yesterday. I've never had a bigger waste of time. Well, there are a couple things
There's
that are
a
a bigger waste of time, but
At least it was a nice day.
By the way, it's 213 days until Christmas for anyone that was curious. Just
well,
please.
listen,
Up there.
Don't
my
do
doctor
that.
will take 212 days to respond
Don't.
to this, quote, cardiac outreach.
No.
So I don't like it when doctors, to me, I think that's disrespecting time. It's like I always
is.
strive to be on time because I don't want to disrespect someone else's time.
Agreed.
It's like if they tell me to be someplace at 1:30, I'm always there at 1:20, 1:25. Let's go. Poised in position, ready to go. I just feel that respecting people's time, or if you waste someone's time, that's being disrespectful
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
And I'm
I
not
agree.
about it.
Well, you know what's funny? So back to sort of my mom's story. We sat there because this is a new doctor and talk about the computer. You know, my mom's had some health challenges here of late. We sat there for 15 minutes while she went through the chart because all the stuff gets transferred from the one doctor to another. I used your line, but when she got done, I said, "Doc, did you run out of internet?" I mean, it's unbelievable. It's like my poor mother. Oh, you poor. The doctor. I said, "Oh, you poor thing. You've been through a lot." But my goodness, sorry, Peggy. I didn't see it mid sip there.
You got me mid sip.
Sorry. Anyway, so hopefully that'll get straightened up. But yeah, you know, you have to. Another good news yesterday. I found. Remember, I mentioned I was trying to find Scotchgard for the cushions in the backyard. Yeah. Found it. Target. Didn't even think about going to Target. So I'm going to go to Target. So I ordered it. So I'm going to run in there today for a little odds and ends. And I did bundle up the towels, and I'm going to take those to the animal shelter when we get off the air as well. Someone told me that as well. So when you say it here, I love the fact that we find out from our listeners the answers to so many questions.
Oh, trust me. Sometimes you'll get those answers without even asking.
Well, that's true, too. Sam?
I'm at a crossroads here.
Uh-oh.
What do you got?
We're going on... We're going to the beach around for Father's Day weekend, the Juneteenth weekend, all that. We're going to the beach with Tori's family. I need some new swimsuits. Like a couple pairs of swim trunks. I have my trunks are a little big on me now, which is a good problem to have.
That is a great problem to have.
Yes, so I need to get some other ones, but
Amazon.
See,
Target.
She likes J. Crew, and there's an outlet mall right by us. It's a J. Crew outlet, and it's like $25, $30 for a pair of
highbrow swimming trunks. All right,
they're not highbrow. They're a little more fun.
Crew.
The problem is that like they're like it's not necessarily male Speedo, but these things are short, man.
Are they?
I am showing off. We talked about Tina Turner showing off leg yesterday. Like, Sam, if you put me in high heels, Tina Turner, watch out. Like, it's going to be...
Well, hang on. Don't tell Melissa in Tennessee.
Well, yeah, that'd be dangerous.
Right. She just drove off the road now.
I'm just saying, like,
Get those sweet cheeks in those J. Crews.
If my normal shorts covered like 40% of my leg, these new swim trunks that they have now cover like 25% of my leg.
Okay, so you're basically the 5-inch instead of like the 9 that goes right above the knee.
Yes, though this is like, I mean, I'm talking like upper thigh is what this comes up to. I don't know how I feel about that.
I see.
No,
yeah, like
no, I don't. Yeah,
no. First of all, we don't need to see all that.
That's what I'm saying. Tori's like, oh, it'll look still. You have This is kind of weird. My wife says I have nice legs. I believe her. I catch myself staring at my legs when I go on my hot guy walks during the summer times,
because she likes to see them doesn't mean we all do.
I don't know, man. Do you want to see them? I can.
We'll take your word. This is the NBA trend. They're going back to the short shorts, right? So there you go.
Do you remember, Pete, when we were talking last week about Carmelo Anthony and his draft class with like LeBron James and stuff? They took a picture of those guys back in that draft in 2003, and those guys look like they're wearing trench coats with how big and how baggy all of their clothes are.
It's like they climbed into like a potato sack race.
Do you remember like in
college, cut the ends off.
College basketball, it was how long can the shorts go down to? Guys were having, I remember the Purdue team with Juwan Johnson and Etuan Moore, they came down to like their shins, almost their ankle bone, which is how long the shorts were. And now it's, I kind of like this routine. I like them getting raised up a little bit. Now, not necessarily 5 inches where it looks like I'm wearing underpants, but like
something in the middle would be okay.
But then also in the NBA days, I remember like Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Catherine Bach called. She needed a wardrobe change.
Oh,
basically, they were right up there.
John Stockton left nothing to the imagination. Are you kidding me? Good thing he could shoot a jump shot.
Yeah, that wasn't a lot to. He was a hairy guy too, so there was a lot going on there for Stockton. I just remember being a kid and being like, that man has the hairiest legs I have ever seen in my entire life, and you could see so much of it because his shorts were so short.
Right. And then you had Karl Malone, the mailman, and he was delivering over on the other side.
Greg Ostertag on those teams.
Yes, but I have noticed that I have not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how do you guys have you guys found this? I mean, I know Baggy is more of a Dillard's guy than a J. Crew guy. But
I have the same swim trunks I've had for like the last 5 years, so I don't even know. I have to measure them. I don't know.
Well, I think that,
What's your
that
instinct?
the question that the question that needs to be asked is what kind of fashion statement are you trying to present when you put them on? Because there's some people that like to go to the pool, lay by the pool, and make it more of like an Instagram or Instagram friendly type situation where you're going to be taking pictures. I need to look stylish. Me, on the other hand, if I'm going to pull swimming trunks on, it's more of a functional piece of garment.
Correct.
Where I'm putting them on. I may lay in the Chase Lounge for a little bit, and then I'm getting in the pool, and then I'm getting out, then I'm done. I'm not modeling. I ain't taking pictures. The what lounge? Oh, the Chase. I think that's going to get clipped. I agree. That's why I go Amazon or Dillard's clearance. First thing I start anytime I shop is the clearance rack. I am one of those that no, seriously.
Thank you.
I go to the clearance. That's the first place I start. And then I laugh at some of these clearance tags.
These are on clearance because it's Memorial Day weekend. That's why I think we might hit the outlet malls because there's some good deals in the outlet malls this weekend for Memorial Day.
Those outlet malls are a ripoff. Total ripoff.
Okay.
There's no deals in there.
One leg's longer than the other, kind of a deal, right? They're misfits.
I will say I did buy two of the exact same pairs of pants, and one of them fits very snug around my legs, and the other one, they're more skinny ones, and the other ones don't.
It's a racket.
Oh, that's like those Black Friday TVs. They give you those rough TVs on Black Friday. They save the good stuff for after Black Friday per Pete.
They do.
They want to move the merchandise on Black Friday.
Black
Give you
Friday stuff
cheap
is not as good.
720p.
Yes,
exactly right.
I agree.
That's right.
Hey, speaking
That's
of
right.
TVs, do you guys see that HBO Max is just now Max?
Yes. I had to download a new app and get rid of the other app. First they were HBO, then they were HBO Go, then they were HBO Now, then they were HBO Max, and now they're just Max. My God.
They're going to be Maximilian here at some point.
Are they running from the law? Why do they keep changing their name so much? Anyway, I downloaded it yesterday. Max? Yes. Good to have you.
I saw the Twitter handle was changed.
Yeah.
Because they were promoting the Tina Turner documentary.
Yes.
I said, Max?
Max.
What's Max? And then it was HBO Max.
Yeah.
I guess they're trying to be hip.
They're dropping the HBO. It's all Max, Baggy. All Max all the time.
Well, it's all NASCAR all the time this morning. Well, now it is, as we transition into preview territory and getting ready for the Coca-Cola 600 coming up bottom of the hour. Give you headline check number one. We will preview the quadruple header at Charlotte Motor Speedway that will begin actually tonight. ARCA Menard Series, trucks tonight, Xfinity tomorrow, and of course, the longest race of the year coming up on Sunday. We'll preview all of that coming up. Plus, Tino Patino will be through with his best bets. We'll give you the four things that we're going to be watching here, and then we'll take your one thing that you'll be watching at 866 Pit Lane. Also, coming up at 8:50, we've got the drum and the calendar. Coming up at 9, we'll check in with Jamie Little of NASCAR on Fox. Also, Justin Allgaier, Lil Gator, going to swing through at 9:30. And then, of course, in the fourth and final hour, we've got our Wizard of Odds, our fantasy lineups, our picks, our prop bets, and the Memorial Day edition of Monday Headlines Today. We welcome each and every one of you to this Friday, May 26th. So glad you're spending your morning with us here on your home for NASCAR.